With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
They go play action with Hurts.
Flushed out right. And right away, he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That was the first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Going quickly out to the right side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
First down, Eagles.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
That he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Throwing is Hurts. Now he's loose at the 40.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Goes right back to Smith again.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. A handoff, Swift running to the left.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Here's Hurts to throw.
He's got Smith here. Showed off the juke, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short.
They'll try it now with Swift. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. DeAndre Swift taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles are on the board here first in the season opener.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
On first down, Howell.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Howell throwing on first down here.
And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
They'll go play action. Howell.
He gets it complete to Harris. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Howell to the air on first and 10. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's first and goal.
They get this out left. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Steelers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Well, Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2.
Howell throwing for it.
Flushed out right. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. Well, not content with a first-quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it 2nd and 7.
Great. 63.
They'll run the draw here with Swift, and he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs. Unless you're playing 4-down football, then that's a whole different situation. But I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. That's into the hands of Chosen. That's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to
touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more? Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Steelers are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw, Howell. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
That ball caught by Campbell. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Steelers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. And he's not going to make it to the goal line. They've been perfect on the night in two-point conversions, but not here, as this time they come up empty. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
The Eagles on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. That bumps us up to a 3-possession game here, and only in the second quarter, Charles. They're trying to put this game out of reach before we even hit the locker rooms for intermission.
It's even tough.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Roquan Smith. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on fourth down. Let's see what's in store here. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Swift. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
At the Steelers' 3-yard line.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Jalen Hurts.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo.
That's caught inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game.
And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
They go play action with Hurts.
And his throw here is incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Third and 2. Hurts sets up to throw it.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. That ball caught. It's chosen. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now. Light a fire under these guys. They got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Here's Howell. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. One last shot before the break. Howell. This is caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Steelers continue to pull away here in this first half. A final shot before break. Howell. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. 1 second, all that remains. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. But we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Second down, Howell back to pass. Flush to his right. And he'll get this one to Cooper, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
Well, Howell's going to mix it up here.
It's 2nd and inches at the Eagles' 12-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Touchdown! A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Throwing is Hurts.
That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Now Howell.
That's caught by Chosen. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
And quickly they get to the line.
Howell throwing on 1st down here.
He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Howell down to throw it.
They'll roll him out right. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. And Howell will throw it. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Howell, 3rd and goal.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. From 10 yards out.
And the Steelers have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2.
Howell throwing for it.
And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. He'll buy some time right. And this is caught. It's Brown. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up a throw.
And Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee, because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but
and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown with career touchdown number 70.
And the Eagles get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Elliott good with a PAT as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Throwing here, Howell.
He gets it complete to Harris. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 45-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Off play action. It's Howell.
Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10. Howell going to audible to something else.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That ball caught by Campbell. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great play there. 45 yards. And the Steelers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Well, CD, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
Well, it's an old chestnut, but let's face it, offensively, they've got to have some pride here because this has been a worst-case scenario all game for them. Keep putting in the effort. Keep trying to keep your quarterback upright and get through the end of this one as quickly as possible.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a contra, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5. Hurts sets up to throw it. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
The Steelers pick over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter and now can really take some time off the clock. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Howell throwing on third down here.
Eluding the pressure right.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. How about this? They'll change it at the line. So here we go, fourth down. Howell
Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal.
Hurts.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Second down. Here's Hurts.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Elliott now to add the extra point.
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
66, Eagles 28.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11th.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
It has been quite a display here in the opening game of the new season. Really, they're putting the rest of the NFL on notice. They are going to be title contenders as now they look to finish things off in the fourth quarter.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Howell, another throw on second down.
Flush to his right. It's brought in by Harris. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Howell changing the play here.
They'll drop to throw.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And past the 30 before he's out of bounds. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Howell, he'll look to throw it.
To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here, and And a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Another throw for Howell.
Escaping the pressure right.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up. Here's Howell. That ball caught. It's chosen.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Well, partner, the season officially underway. It was great to be back with you, obviously. But the first game of the year always a special one. And love, I know you do too, love having it on a Thursday night.
Yeah, I think it makes it special, right? It makes it so that everyone is just watching, all eyes on it on a special night like that. I think it's going to be a great season, partner. Can't wait for the next several months. We know there are going to be surprises all the way through the season. And before we know it, we'll be talking about opening up on a Thursday night again next season.
So for Pittsburgh, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get